Everyone, happy Friday. Welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we are going to talk about Chainlink. Of course. Friday, Chainlink, Monday, Chainlink, everyday Chainlink. We got the sign. Why not? So today we're going to look at Chainlink on against the US dollar against on about 5 or 6 different charts. We're going to look at a bunch of good levels, some indicators you should be watching, adding to your toolkit. We're also going to look at Link Ethereum on our last chart, and we're going to get into the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're going to look at our quote of the day, our cars of the day, our crypto meme of the day, crypto art of the day for the first time. We'll see how you like that. And then finally, we'll end the day with nothing more than a goodbye. So we're going to get started on the Link 5-day Gaussian channel, as we like to do. Look at where we're getting started. We closed the last 5-day candle under our median line. But look at this candle. We're fighting back. To break a trend line, you want to have 2 candles confirming that move. So as long as we can hold above this line here, which is about 2480 right now, 2480, if we close above that in 1 day, 9 hours from now, then we're still good, right? We have a potential to go back up and test this top band, which is about 3450 right now. That would be great, right? If we could somehow manage to close above that, then we could get more bullish in the long run. And let's not get too far ahead of ourselves until we can close above this. If, however, we come back down and close, say, under 2450, 2480, right, and we close in here, that would be 2 candles confirming below this trend line as a resistance, and it would likely mean lower prices. But as long as Bitcoin remains bullish, I don't see that happening, right? If Bitcoin's remaining bullish, it usually brings the rest of the market up, tends to let altcoins fly a little bit. So that's what we're hoping for on the 5-day. Now, how would we know if we want to get a little bit of a head start, right? And a little bit of a heads up? Do we have to wait all this time? Well, no, you could go over to the daily Gaussian channel. And although I don't like to use the daily as much, it can give you a heads up on, the moves coming. But the 1 day tends to have more fake outs and tends to, not be quite as accurate as the 5-day. The 5-day is the most accurate. That's why I use that one. So looking at the 1 day, though, you could see that we've held this line for many days now, going back to September 21st after breaking down. We've held that median line on the 1 day as resistance. So if we have a good chance to hold that 5-day, break above that 5-day median line, we first have to break above the 1 day Gaussian midline. So that's what I'm looking for, right around $26, just a little bit more, right? So let's hope for that in the next day or so. Maybe today we could fight and battle up. Maybe it's tomorrow. We don't want to get a rejection, obviously, right? So that's that. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we have Link USD on a daily chart again. What's this purple line? I'm glad you asked. It's the 200-day simple moving average. So for any coin to get, explosive moves, you've got to be above your 200-day moving average. I don't care if it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. The bigger the moves happen when you're sustainably holding above their 200-day simple moving average, as you can see, right? Anytime Link's done an explosive move, it's been above it, right? So that's our first step. We have to get above it, and not only get above it, we need to hold it as support, right? We tried, and then no dice. Okay, we gotta get the dice. We gotta get above it and then hold the 200-day simple moving average, and then we can get rolling. That's right now about just shy of $28. Okay, so we got to get above that. Now, we also are waiting on a golden cross out of Link, but in order to do that, we have to get our 50-day moving above the 200-day right here. And how are we going to do that? Well, obviously, we have to get prices above our 50-day, which is around $27, right at 27 right now. So until we can get above that 50-day moving average is not going to trend up that fast. So now you know. All right, let's look at the next one. We have Link USD on the daily RSI. Look what we got here. All right, so you look at these trend lines. They're just basically downtrend. I'm just trying to highlight you. Indicators like this aren't going to be like the price trend lines. So they're not going to be perfectly just like candles, right? You don't want to have trend lines drawing candles through candles, right? You want to have them through wicks. Hopefully I'm relaying this right. You have bubbles up, bubbles down, but generally you're just looking for general trends and of indicators like this, like the RSI. So what's the trend? Well, look at when we bubbled up out of this last time. That's when Link went to $36. So that was a nice little move up. Well, look what we're doing now. We're hopefully breaking this. Could we potentially come back in here? Sure. If Link goes back to like 24, 23 over the next day or two, then yeah, this would just kind of pivot and it would look like it's not even out of here. However, if we close today, above 25, 26, this should print right there. And then the new day would start over here, right? So this is what we want. We want to see this getting above it and then holding that top line as support. And then maybe we can get more bullish again and get back to, the $30, $40 range. This is how you get there. You have to break out of these downtrends and start reversing trend to the upside. All right, let's look at our next chart. We have Link on a monthly momentum. This is exactly why we haven't been able to do much this year out of Link, right? We had our peak in April, May, right? We were doing very good because look at our monthly momentum was going up on Link USD. This is all of Link's life here. We haven't had great momentum. We've had a few peaks, right? This was the $20 peak of 2020 for Link. This was our, $40, $50 range here for Link. And since then, we've just been losing momentum on a macro big time scale. But look at what is just happening right now. We have just crossed back up. That is a good sign. But is it a great sign? Not quite yet. What do we have to do? I'm glad you asked. We have to continue to get back in the shaded area. Hopefully you can see that on your screen, that this color down here is black. This color up here is kind of black. We have to get back into the shaded box here. And when we do that on a monthly scale, as you can see, look at the times here. This is 2022 right here. So this is a monthly scale. It could potentially take all of October to work back up into here. Now, does that mean Link's not going to do anything until then? Absolutely not. This is when Link could potentially make the explosive move, is when we get up in here, right? We could, if as long as this continues up, Link is certainly trending in the right direction, which is up. But you get your explosive moves when the monthly RSI is starting to get back in this shaded area. So that's what I'm watching as the biggest picture. Now let's go look at like the weekly, right? Because the weekly is still trending a little bit down. So we still don't have that momentum. Even though we're up high, it's still okay, right? It just lets us move. But the big power moves come when we get to this area, which is why we went from, the $13 that we were at right down here up to $36. This is that move. So we don't have to come all the way back down here, right? You can see times where it gets, little fake outs, right? Or it comes down. You don't have to trend just straight up, straight down, right? But generally, Link does tend to do that, right? As a general outpost, it looks like it go. I don't know what outpost means, but as a general rule of thumb, that's not even that either. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But we don't. The basic point is we don't have to go all the way back down here before we reverse trend, right? We can. It looks like it's trying to kind of stall out here, and maybe we can reverse back to the upside. And sometime in November, all of October we start trending up, and when our momentum's up here above, again up outside of this shaded area, you have room to explode. So that's what we're looking for. How about daily? What are we looking like daily? Well, daily is looking pretty good, right? We came back down, we got a high, we came back down again. Now we're making another higher high. Now we came back down again, made a higher low. Now we're making a higher high again. So this is potential for that turnaround on that weekly scale, right? This, if the daily continues to move up, this should flip around on the weekly scale. So we'll watch this. Your monthly, we want to watch that. Once we start doing this for Link, get ready. All right, next chart. Bollinger Bands. Are those any important? Yes. Let's look at the weekly. Look at our median line, which we're holding very well. Wick, look at all this. It's very impressive on a weekly scale to be holding this median line. This is what we want to do. Now the bands are closing up, which signals decreased volatility, right? But still, you could look at the bottom line, $14, $15 right here, and 33 to the upside. What we want to see is this kind of still slowly trend up. These bands will start to narrow again, right? The trajectory, you can look at this. And then you want to see the mouth open again, something. We can go look at the daily scale. It'll be a little easier for you to tell. But this is what we want to do. We want to continue to break this. If we can close today above this and manage to keep doing it, that would be a great sign. If we break this, the odds are we're going to test the top band, which is just over $30 right now. So what we want to look for on the bigger scale is the mouth to start opening, right? You want your price action. Here's a good example right here, right? You want your price action staying above the median line after it gets above it. So maybe we do something like this, right? Slowly trend up. The mouth opens. See, they diverge away from each other. That's what you want for a big move. You want the price action on top of your median line and the mouth to open, and then you're off to the races. This is great. And then when you start closing multiple candles under that median line, that's your warning sign, right? It doesn't always have to play out, right? There's nothing certain in crypto but uncertainty. Nothing is 100%. There's no indicator that's foolproof. Absolutely not. There's no trader that's foolproof. Absolutely not. You just have to play the odds. Multiple indicators, multiple tools, all agreeing with the same thing. That's how you make the trade, right? Because all you have is the odds. And the way to increase your odds is to have, 3, 4, 5, 6 indicators all saying similar things. So if you have your Bollinger Bands looking bullish, right, like this, your price action up, the mouth opening, go look at your RSI, go look at your stochastic. If those are all looking bullish as well, then maybe you can be a little bit more confident, right? Okay, so let's go to the next. We have another big picture time frame here. This is Link USD on a monthly time scale. What is this yellow line? I'm glad you asked. It is the 21-month exponential moving average. As you can see, in all of Link's history since it's been here, we've never been below it. Is that bullish? Yes. Has Link and Ethereum, has Ethereum and Bitcoin been below its 21 months? Yes. Are they older than Link? Yes. Will Link ever get below it? I don't know. But the fact that we're remaining above it, we came right down to it on our big May drop, bounced right off of it. These are good areas to be putting capital in at the 21-month moving average on pretty much any coin. 21-month EMA, if your coin's long enough, right? You have to have obviously a couple years to get this even in place, right? It took Link this amount of time to even appear. But so after you get this, then you're more than likely every now and again, every couple of years, probably going to test this. Usually that's a good area to be getting into. 21-month EMA, right? So we've hit it once, twice, 3, 4. We've just got hammered on the past 3 months in May, June, July. I mean, just roughed up, right? Now, hopefully, we're getting ready to, pull another one of these kind of moves. That would be great. And evidence shows pretty good, right? Pretty good. So hold that and good to go. Right now, that line is just shy of $20, about $19. So if we go back down, yeah, wicks can go down, but general speaking, 21-month EMA, great support levels for any coin. All right, let's get to Link Ethereum on another big scale, monthly scale. Look at all these monthly candles holding support here since July, right? We broke down through it through Ethereum is generally, Link has trended up with Ethereum. Its first, younger part of the years. It's people just lose sight of how much Link has done for all of crypto. But it's life. What I'm trying to say is Link is it's not what have you done for me, right? Like this, what have you done for me? Great. It's what have you done for me lately, right? People are more recency biased. So a lot of people that, bought Link over the past year, you probably average, $40, $50, right? I think the higher you buy you with Link, you'll still get bailed out, but it just takes more time, right? If you're buying at tops, you're just going to have to spend more time in the market. If you're buying, at times when, nobody wants it, like case in point, circa here, if you're buying Link with your Ethereum here, I think you're going to look, this is my opinion, you're going to look like a rock star in the not so distant future. Circa 2022, 2023, something like that. I think we'll see a general reversal here. Now, getting up to, say, like right here. So say we get back up to this level, 0.01, right? If Link goes back up to this level right now, that'd be a $32 USD valuation for Link. How am I getting that? I'm glad you asked. You take your whatever your Ethereum price is, multiply it by that level, and that's how you get your USD valuation for Link. So how about we go up to, say, 0.2? That's only about halfway back up this mountain, which I think we will probably clear at some point. So halfway up the mountain, say 0.02. We just double that, right? So that's a $64 Link right here. That's assuming that Ethereum stays the same, which it obviously won't, right? So say that Ethereum is double the price by the time we get up here, which, roughly $6,000, $6,500 for Ethereum. That's seems totally doable, right? Over the next year or so. Sure. I think Ethereum will do, probably 10,000 or more over the next, the next peak up. So let's say Ethereum has doubled that. So now instead of $64 Link, you double that. That'd be $125 Link right here, assuming Ethereum is only at 6,400, which I think could go much higher over the next leg up. So just some food for thought here. The big picture. This is a serious level here. Now, as we get up here, this orange line will present, in my opinion, some resistance, some pushback. That is only at the 0.13, right? So that could be, we could be approaching, I don't know, what doesn't matter. Right? the key level for Ethereum is going to be right here if we break this. Why? Because as we trend up here, this 21-month moving average that we spoke of will be pretty key resistance, because one, it's at this level. As we move up, this will start turning around here, right? I think these will both kind of coincide and act as double resistance, at least for the moment. Why? Well, look at all these candles here. Look at this area. Look at all these, see all these wicks, this candle close here. Look at all this consolidation zone right here. Look at all these wicks right here, right? This will be a pretty serious level as we get going to the upside for Link Ethereum. Now, I do think, this is also my opinion, not facts in the charts, but I think this is the low. I think this is the low. I think this yellow line is the lowest we will ever see Link versus Ethereum again. I don't think Link will ever be valued against Ethereum this low ever again. Right now we're at 0.008. I think we're due for a bigger move to the upside, continue. I don't know if we'll ever do anything like this again against Ethereum, although that would be nice. But even if we get halfway up this, I think we're doing well. If we can get to the 0.02, well, Link is, $10,000. That's a $200 Ethereum, right? So let's go for it. I think that's certainly doable over the next, 12 months, 18 months. I don't know how long the next leg up will last. My money is on at least through next summer, right? That's at the earliest. I would think maybe 8-9 months. On average, I think it's going to be about another year, give or take, 2-3 months. So that's my forecast. I think Link will do quite well moving up. It's just taken a beating over the past year against Ethereum, and I think we're due for the macro trend turnaround in the not so distant future. So let's get to our crypto fear and greed index 27. What does that mean? Well, we're out of extreme fear finally. We're back in just fear. So we've stopped having nightmares. Now we're just having bad dreams. All right, so we've bottomed out at the 20 so far. What do we want to do? Well, we want to continue obviously trending up, but we want to break out this high. If we can do that, then we've reversed this downtrend that we've been in for quite some time, for a month, right? This is a month. So if we want to start reversing trend to the upside, which we do, we have to first make a higher high, 33. So if we wake up some point today, tomorrow, the next day, we're above 33, then that's our second consecutive higher high. After that, what do we look for? Look left. What's our next higher high? 53. So now you know. We have to take that out. Step 1, step 2, 53, 33, 53. If we do that, then what's our next one? Look left. 79. Then we're in greed. We're back to greed there, right? So actually, yeah, we'll be getting very nice. If we start doing that, it's highly probable that if we take this out, if we take that out, we're going back to greed, which prices should be much higher. So that's what I'm watching for. That's what you should be watching for. Quote of the day. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled, and by that has made all the difference. By Robert Frost. Great line. as I always say, quotes can be interpreted differently. Not one way is right or wrong, but to me, that's obviously like if you want a different life, you have to do different things. If you whether it's if you want to have more money, if you want to be a better parent, if you want to be the world's best butterfly catcher, you have to do different things than all of the masses are doing. It relates to even crypto, right? If you want to be a profitable trader, which less than 10% of traders are, more like 3 to 5%, you can't be doing what everyone else is saying and doing. You have to do the opposite, which is tough to do. The human psychology wants to, be a part of the mass, right? You don't want to be the odd man out. But in order to, you think any of the top 1% people on the planet Earth, money or athletes or, like I said, butterfly catchers, they're there. Those are real people. The best of the best do not do what the rest do. Had to add the do, but it was going to be a good rhyme. I was going to, Robert, I'll stop. Okay. But just some advice for the day. Try to start thinking a little bit outside the box to get to where you want to go in whatever you're doing. Catch those butterflies. All right. Crypto meme of the day. The Simpsons. You're waiting for the 2,500 Bitcoin, but we're setting over 10K. This is going to, you can just replace these numbers throughout the next 10 years, right? It'll be $1 million. It'll be 100,000, whatever. There's always going to be perma bears that want lower prices that'll be waiting until hell freezes over, and it's going to happen. Can you if you were just to buy at 10K, would you be happy? Yeah. The bears, they're probably still waiting on 10K. They're still waiting on 20K. There's a lot of people still think we're going back to 20K. Could we? Sure. Could we also go to 60K or 80K first? Of course. So watch out. Now, one thing is that if you were to, I think I heard this from Ben Cowan. I'm sure a lot of you follow him. Smart dude. If you were to have bought Bitcoin at any given time in history and just held for 3 years, you would never be in a loss. That's says something, right? Time in the market versus timing the market. Just the longer you can spend in crypto, the generally more profitable you're going to be. So younger time traders, right? So if you're a new trader, they often want to overtrade, right? Go in, go out, day trading's hot. Everyone likes doing it. It's the fastest way to lose all your money. The best way to, the least stress, the more success, just buy and hold. That fact alone, by buying Bitcoin just throwing a dart at Bitcoin and buying at any given price, holding 3 years, has historically never been at a loss. Leave that there. All right. This is crypto art of the day. I think this is probably the coolest piece of crypto art I've ever seen. In my opinion, I love it. I'm going to try to get this printed up. I don't see any copyright issues, so I might get this printed and put on my wall on like a canvas or something. Pretty cool. Obviously, no one knows what Satoshi Nakamoto looks like, but obviously this guy thinks he looks like this, and I love it. I think this is perfect representation of just a cool crypto art, Bitcoin. I love it. So what do you think? All right, car of the day. My favorite car on planet Earth, right here. Lamborghini Centenario. Friday, I got it out. No, yellow. I'd probably get, I don't know what I would get. I mean, I love this car, the one in the picture. I mean, I love yellow too, but the rear diffuser is just insane. Look at this rear diffuser. Look at that. That is probably the coolest rear diffuser on any car on Earth, in my opinion. Look how wide the tires are. The tires are like, what, 18 inches wide? Like 365s. And insane. They got the tire stickers on there. That's pretty sweet. The yellow stripes. Look at these. Look at the side skirts. It's like a work of art in motion here. And this is not gray paint, by the way. I don't know if it's coming across. This is exposed carbon, which is insane. I think it's a $300,000 option to get this. All exposed carbon, the whole damn car. And then all this part is still carbon. It's just painted over. You got the yellow stripe on the B-pillar. I just love everything about this. This is, out of all the Pagani's, Bugattis, whatever, Koenigsegg's, this is my favorite. I would take this. If I had to pick one, this would still be it. Enough said. All right. Happy Link Day. Happy Friday. This is Mufasa. Go Google Mufasa Friday if you don't know what this is. I mean, you can't listen to that song and not be in a better mood afterwards. Go to it. I tried to play it a couple times before in my videos, and I get copyright strikes, so I figured I'd probably stop. Just show a picture; they can't stop me. Go look that up. If you're in a whatever mood for Friday, go listen to this guy's song. Watch his dance. Better mood instantly. Happy Friday. Happy Link. If you have any questions on Link, I'm happy to help you. If you have any questions on anything in life, cars, crypto, shirts, model cars, I'm all for it. Anything you want to talk about, let me know in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. If you want to learn a little bit more, if you want to message me there, I'm all for it. Try to respond to everything. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on the next one real soon.